Good morning, Coach Mel here. I was just practicing and looked at the time and said, oh my gosh, I got to sign on. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. So we are doing a boot camp workout this morning, which means we are hitting everything. Full body, a lower move, an upper move, a core move, and then a quick little cardio burst. 3 rounds. First 2 rounds are done 3 sets. Second round is done just 2. And you'll see in that last round that we do a one-sided move for lower, a one-sided move for upper. And then we will have core and cardio as well. So what do you need today? If you have a selection of weights, you can't see my weights, they're right here. If you have a selection of weights, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. I always talk to you about mind muscle. So making sure that we are using the proper muscles, feeling the squeeze in the right place. We're starting out with a move that I'm just going to use one weight for. It's up to you if you want to use 2, that's fine. And then there's one other one in the first round that we're just going to use one weight. But again, if you want to use 2 because you have lighter weights, that's okay too. Make sure your area is clear. Have some water nearby. I do not have any music playing in the background, so go ahead and get your playlist going. This will be a full workout, so look for about 45 minutes from start to finish. Always start with a dynamic warm-up. Always finish with some stretching. 1 more minute and we will get started. So get yourself ready, get that playlist ready, make sure you have your water. What else? I think that's about it. I'm going to explain all the moves in the first round, and then we will do that first round 3 times. You'll have a nice break in between while I'm showing you what the moves are for the second round. Same thing, 3 times. This is a timed workout, so we will be working for 40 seconds and then a 15-second rest. That's the time where you could switch weights if you need to. And then the third round, like I said, we'll only do 2 times. The only time that changes is the cardio. We only do the cardio for 30 seconds. Oh, before I forget, there is a little bit of floor work. I think just 1 item, might be 2. So I will give you alternatives to that. So if you do not want to do the floor work, you do not have to. I always like to give you an alternative. I believe it's a core move. Yeah, there's one in the last round as well. So I will give you alternatives. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with our warm-up. So let's get marching in place. Oh, the heat is coming on. That's probably not a good thing. All right, let's get moving here. Now, this could be a jog if you want it to be. It doesn't have to be. We're just getting things warmed up. Moving on that jog or march. And bring it out wide. I like to get a nice little bit of rotation, really pull the abs in here, pull that belly button in, get everything firing right from the beginning. All right, we're gonna go in 4, out 4, in 2, 3, 4, bring it out. Make sure those arms are swinging, and out. In 2, 3, 4, and out. In. And out. Now we go to singles. In, out, out. So our first cardio move, it's a lot of quick footwork. If you can't figure it out, just do fast feet, just as long as you're moving. That's the important part. But it's got a little pattern to it, and sometimes it messes with people's heads. All right, heel kicks out. Turn this way so you can see. Straightening that leg. Really pull that toe up towards the shin as much as you can. Get a good stretch in your calf. All right, let's stretch it back. Pointing the toe, stretching all the way up through the hip. And let's bring it to the side. Let's pull that knee up and roll out. Up and roll out. Remember, being a timed workout, you're going to move at your pace, both in the strength sections and in the cardio section. 40 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So don't feel like you have to keep up with me if I'm moving quickly. Good. We're going to step out wide and do some side lunge. We will have a side lunge in the workout today. That's it, side to side. Get those legs warmed up. All right, bring the feet in. We're going to hinge forward, flat back, straight legs. So we will be doing the Romanian deadlift in round 3, but we're going to do one side at a time. So you'll really feel the focus on one leg at a time. And up. 2 more here. Last one. All right, let's rotate that spine with a big reach. Remember to lift up that back heel, rotating on the toe. Reach and reach. Reach and reach. Good, next reach gonna go way up. Let's go up and up. Get a stretch all the way down the side. Get those shoulders awake. That's it. Reach to where you can if you have any shoulder impingements. Be careful here. We will be going overhead. Now remember, if you are switching weights, lower body can do heavier. When we get up to some of the arm moves, if you're switching, you may need to drop down to lower. And let's open nice and wide and bring it in. Open and in. And let's get one more here. And then I like to just let those arms do ragdoll and do a little rotation. All right. So let me show you what the 4 moves are for the first round. We have a lower body move, an upper body move, a core move, and then we finish with that cardio burst. Cardio burst is just 30 seconds, so don't fret. All right, I told you I'm going to use one weight for the first move, so I'm going to go to a heavier weight than what I would typically use. And I'm going to hold it in front here. If you have 2 weights, that's fine. Just hold a weight in each hand. We're going to do squat pulses. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. But on the pulses, I want those toes lifting up off the floor a little bit. So you're really putting all of the weight into your heels. So we're going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the way up with a squeeze. Down 2, 3, 4, and then up. All right. I tend to count, and I know I told you can go at your own pace. So I'll try to be quiet and not count too much, but you want 4 pulses and then coming up. All right, your second move, I'm gonna drop down to much lower weights because we're doing an Arnold press. So we're doing a full curl all the way up overhead, bringing it down and releasing that curl. So with weights, it's gonna be curl. And now as I'm pushing my hands up overhead, I'm rotating my weights. My palms are facing you. I'm coming down and down. What you want to avoid is here, doing this with the shoulders. All right, leave those shoulders down as you're lifting up overhead. All right, our first core move, we're really focusing on the abs here. It's going to be a high knee cross with the weight. So we're going to come here and here. All right, now this does not need to go quick. We'll do quick high knees later. We're getting that rotation. We're really squeezing the abs as we lift the knee. And here's the one that I call a little bit tricky as far as cardio goes. So fast feet, we're going to go forward, forward, back, back, out, out, in. So it looks like this. Forward, back, out, and in. Forward, back, out, and in. Okay? If that's too much for your brain, right here, fast feet, okay? Just keep yourself moving for that 30 seconds. All right, I'm gonna press the timer. Grab your first set of weights. We're doing those squat pulses. I wanna start by giving you a burn right off the bat. All right, so we're gonna get set up. 1 weight or 2 weights is fine. Gonna hold it up in front of you at your chest. Gonna turn this way. We're gonna push those hips back, weight in the heels. As we're pulsing, let those toes tap a little. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. All right, stay down here in your pulse for 4, and then push up through it. Down into it, Really sit back, push those hips back away from you and up. Pushing through the heels. I'm letting my toes do a little up and down on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't come all the way up until after you do that fourth pulse. We got 8 seconds to go. We get 2 more sets in here. One more time. And rest. All right, I'm going to switch my weights. Bend the knees to put those weights down. Always be safe. We're going to do that full curl. Remember on the curl to keep your elbows right by your ribs. No letting them come forward. Here we go. Curl, rotate and press at the same time. Bring it back down in front of the shoulders and release. I'm going to go to the side. You can see up, all the way up overhead, down, and down. Go at your pace here. Good form though. No swinging. Nice and slow and controlled. Squeeze the biceps. Now press up through the shoulders. Down and down. 10 more seconds here. Let's get at least 2 more reps in. Good. And last 3, 2, 1. Resting. All right, I'm going to keep one of those weights. We're going to do that high knee. This is nice and slow. Remember, really focusing on the abs. We're going to rotate as we're pulling that knee up side to side and go here and here. Rotate, squeeze the abs, side to side, side to side. Good. Exhale as you're pulling that knee up. Control the weight. Don't just throw it. Control it. Squeeze those abs to stop the momentum and pull it back the other way. 10 more seconds. Keep it going. This is nice and slow. We have fast high knees later. 2, 1. All right. Cardio time. Forward, forward, back, back, out, out, in. Or just do your fast feet right in the middle. Get those arms moving. Get your rhythm. 2, 1. Here we go. Move at your pace here. Try to keep yourself on the balls of your feet and move it around. Good. That's halfway. It wasn't quite, but I thought it was. White on yellow. It's on my timer. It's hard to see. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. We're going to have a little rest after this. 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little rest. All right, 30-second break here. We got to do that round 2 more times. Woo. Keep those feet moving a little bit. I'm going to grab a quick sip. 1 down, 2 to go on this round. So think right now about what that weight felt like. Good, bad. Need to switch. Need to stay the same. I'm going to stay the same. Let's get set up. Feet about hip width apart. Sink it into those squat pulses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And drive it up. That's it. Really push the weight into your heels. Let your toes bounce off the floor and up. That's it. And up. Excellent. We got 10 more seconds here. Let's get 2 more reps in. Oh, feel that burn? Yeah. That's what we want. And rest. All right, go into that upper body. Curling overhead, hitting the biceps, hitting the shoulders. When you have a quick workout, you got to get all the parts in. Here we go. So slight bend in the knees. Remember, don't lock them out. Coming right back down to the hip ribs. Elbows stay at the ribs. Now we release and push up. Don't shrug your shoulders, right? I can't see you, but I know someone's doing it. Keep your shoulders down as you press up. Keep them out of your ears is what we say. Nice. How's that heart rate? Right? Moving from lower to upper to core to cardio. We got that heart rate going. We got 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, I'm holding that weight for the core. You don't have to. You can do this one without a weight, but just give us a little more. We're going to pull that belly button in. High knee. We're going to twist over that knee that we're lifting. 2 and 1. This is slow and controlled, not fast. There's a little bit of balance here, right? Make sure that your supporting leg always has a slight bend in it. And then look at something stationary if you need help with balance. So not at the screen at me, but maybe pick something in the room that you can look at while you're doing this. I have a stability ball in front of me. I'm looking at that. Helps with your balance. So look at something that's not moving. Good. Rotate to where you're comfortable. Protect your back by pulling that belly button in and rest. All right. Forward, forward, back, back, out, out, in. Get your rhythm here. Pull those heels up off the floor on the palms of our feet. How about the balls of our feet? 2, 1. Here we go. Forward, back, out, and in. I'm going to show you from the side. I keep a small bend in my knees all the time. If your pattern's not perfect, I don't care. I can't see you. Just keep moving. That's what this is all about. Keeping the body moving. That's how we stay young. All right. Keep it going. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, a couple nice deep breaths. Walking this off a little bit. You can get a sip if you need to. Yeah. All right. Going back to that first move, squat pulses. I don't know about you, but I felt the burn a lot more in round 2. So get ready for round 3 or for set 3. And here we go. Pulse it out. 2, 3, 4, and drive it up. Good. Staying sunk down into that squat. When you push up, I want you to push up all the way through your heels. Squeeze up to the glutes. Let those toes do a little tap out in front. They're hardly touching the floor. Woo! All right. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting. I probably messed up that count on that last one. Woo! All right. Curl to overhead press. Last time for round 1. Good form here. Squeeze through the biceps on that curl. Here we go. Up. Now overhead. Palms go all the way out. Down and down. Going to tell you again. Keep the shoulders down. No shrugging. It's the arms, the hands that are going up, not the shoulders. That's it. We always keep a slight bend in those knees. We're not locking out. Don't want anyone passing out on me here. Keep that blood flowing. Up and up. Down and down. Good. We can get one more set in here. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, keep that one weight if you're using it for our core move. High knee with a rotation. Nice and slow and controlled. Really use those abs to control the stop and come back over. Side to side. Side to side. That's it. Excellent. Keep that going. Nice and controlled. Last little bit here. 8 seconds. 2, 1, and resting. All right. Cardio. Forward, forward, back, back, out, out, in. Did you get it figured out? Or are you just doing fast feet? I don't care. Just keep yourself moving. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Forward, back, out, and in. Stand by the balls of your feet. Keep those heels off the floor. Works those calves a little more. Good, keep it going. We got 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right. Couple deep breaths. Woo-wee. Okay. That's it for round 1. We got to move on to round 2. So we've got 4 new moves. All right. First one, a little bit of a combo going on here. I'm going to stick with one weight on this one. All right. So we're going to come out into a side lunge. Shoulders, knee, ankle. We're going to tap in, tap out, and then stand up. We're going to go to the other side. In, out, and up. Now, when you do that in, out, try to pick your foot up, but if you're not stable, you could slide that foot in and out. All right, next one, again, I'm going to drop to my lower weights. We're doing an upright row on one side, not the shoulder, the arm, elbow stays above the wrist, while we do a lateral raise, and then we switch. I'm really making you use your brain today. It's good for you, all right? Go light on that one. Long lever out there. All right, next one, you have an option. I'm going to stop the timer because I'm going to run out of time. You have an option of floor or standing. I'm going to show you the floor first. This is a little bit of a tricky move. Whoops. Band, why don't you come join me? All right. You're going to come down on the floor. You're going to take your forearms and you're going to glue them to your thighs. All right, I place my hands right on my knees. From here, you're going to roll back and roll up. Don't let your arms come off of your legs as best you can. Roll back and roll up. All right, if you're not going to roll around on the floor with us, you can do this with or without a weight. I'll show you with a weight. You're going to do a standing crunch. So from here, I'm going to show you here. You're going to crunch, crunch, crunch. So I'm coming straight, right? We just did a side to get out here. Now we're really going to work here. That's a standing crunch, working the same muscles as we're working down there. We are going to finish this round with fast high knees, which I told you we we're going to do high knees. We're going to do 4 in and 4 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, it could be a march. That's fine. You do you. All right. But for 30 seconds, I want you lifting those knees, moving as quickly as you can. 4 in, 4 out. All right. Think about that first weight. I'm going to leave my mat here so I don't have to go in and out with it. But we're doing, no, I'm not going to, because side lunges, I'm going to trip on it. All right. Side lunges. 1 or 2 weights, that's fine. Up here in front, we have 18 seconds when I push that timer. We're going to take that side lunge. We're going to tap that foot in and out. So all the weight is on that side lunge foot. And then we're going to stand all the way up and go to the other side. All right. So we're starting in 3 seconds. Step out. Shoulders stay forward. Pick up that foot. In, out, and now stand up. Other side. Bring it in, out, and stand up. Sink down into it. Push into your heel and up. Out, in, out, and up. Picking up that foot, it's a distraction. It just really makes you put all the weight into that one leg, squeeze all the way up through the glute. I find side lunges are one of the best moves to really get me sore in that glute and rest. All right, combo. I'm actually going to switch down to a lower set of weights because even those couple that I did to show you, I was feeling it. One's going to be an upright row, while one is a raise, and then we're going to switch sides. Here we go. 1 up, 1 out. 1 up, 1 out. Nice and controlled. I have a slight bend in that straight arm. That's doing the lateral raise, working the round outer cap of the shoulder on that one, and then pulling up through the back on that upright row. Keep it going. Woo. Panting away here. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right. I'm going to roll around on the floor. If you're not rolling around on the floor, you're doing the standing crunch. Okay. If you're too unsteady to lift up the foot, leave the foot on the ground and still crunch. Hands on the legs. Here we go. Roll it back and come up. Control your roll by using your abs. Really try to keep your arms attached to your thighs. Roll it back and roll it up. Keep those legs bent. And up. Good. We got 14 more seconds here. Back and up. Really push your low back into the mat as you're rolling and resting. All right, we're coming up for high knees. 30 seconds of high knees. Move at your pace. 4 in, 4 out. Good news is I'll probably shut up during this one because it's going to be too hard to keep talking. 2, 1, here we go. Move at your pace. If your pace is a march, your pace is a march. Keep it going for the 30 seconds. What do we got left? 8. 2, 1, and resting. Excuse me for a second. I got my nose running. Woo. All right, take your little 30-second break here. Whew. We gotta do all that 2 more times. Whew. Man alive, that heart rate's getting up there. All right, again, I'm starting with the 1 weight for the side lunge. Tap in, tap out. Go ahead, grab your weight. 2, 1, here we go, out. Bring it in, bring it out, step all the way up. Step in, out, all the way up. That's it. And halfway. Really sink into that. Don't twist your upper body. That's what I used to see people do a lot, is rotate towards that leg. No, keep your shoulders right in front of your knee. All the weight goes into your heel. Last one. In, out, and up. All right. Combo move. 1 up, 1 out. Be nice and controlled here. No swingy, swingy. A little bend in the knees. 1 up, 1 out. Here we go. Remember, on this upright row side, the elbow is higher than the wrist. On the lateral raised side, out far, we have a slight bend in our elbow. That's it. Last 15 seconds. Keep that going. 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, I'm gonna roll around on the floor. What are you doing? You're either doing a standing crunch or you're gonna roll with me. Not a lot of transition time here. Get set up, forearms on the thighs. Squeeze, here we go. And up. Keep those forearms glued to your thighs if you can. I know this is a weird one, but we work muscles in all different ways. And this is one of them. We got 10 more seconds here. 2, 1. Resting. All right. High knees. Move that mat out of the way so you don't trip on it if you were down on the floor. 4 in, 4 out. 2, 1. Here we go. That's it. Again, if this is a march, it's a march. Just keep moving. That's it. All right, we got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. My knees definitely, we're not coming up as high by the end. All right, 30-second break. We got to do that one more time. And then we go into round 3, which is only twice. Everyone's always glad to hear that. All right. Pick up your weight or weights, depending on what you're doing. Side lunge, tap in, tap out, stand up. 2, 1, here we go. Out. Pick up that foot in, out. If you need to slide the foot for stability, go ahead and slide it, but I would prefer that you pick it up because it really transfers all the weight into that one leg. Out, in, out, and up. Out, in, out, and up. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. I always hope that that ends up even and that I don't have an extra one on one side. All right, 1 is up, 1 is out. Slight bend in the knees. Pull the belly button in. Nice posture here. 2, 1. Here we go. 1 up, 1 out. Notice I'm not swinging. I'm not letting the weight control my down in either direction. I'm controlling it and I'm keeping my body nice and still. 1 up, 1 out. Other side. 1 up, 1 out. Nice. Whew. Big ol' yawn. Gotta get that oxygen in there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, let's finish. All right. You're either doing your standing ab crunch or you're gonna roll around on the floor with me. Start in 5 seconds. Glue those forearms to your thighs. Here we go. Back and bring it up. Really roll with your low back. First to touch going back, last to touch going up. Push that belly button into your spine. Last little bit. 5 more seconds. Let's get one more in there. And resting. All right, come on up. Woo! All right, high knees. Are they still high? They're coming down a little bit. 4 in, 4 out. 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Let your arms help you here. Excellent. Keep it going. Eight more seconds. Keep those knees up. March or jog. Woo, and rest. We went a second too long. Oh, darn. All right. Walk that off. Got a nice long rest here. Yeah, catch my breath before I can tell you what we're doing in round 3. So round 3, we only do 2 times. Our lower body move and our upper body move are going to be single-sided. Okay, so I'm going to swap my weights out a little bit here. Let's see. I'm going to move over to here. Okay. So each one only needs one weight. We are going to start with a triangle Romanian deadlift to a single leg Romanian deadlift, all on the same side. Trying to figure out the best way to show you this. So I think I'm going to go here. The leg that you're working, the other one comes back. There's our triangle there in my legs. We're going to hinge forward, nice flat back. Remember to lead with the chest, not with the shoulders. Nice flat back. Lift that leg and then stand. If you cannot lift the leg, if you're not feeling stable, leave it on the ground, okay? So triangle right there in my legs. Hinge, lift, and then stand all back together, okay? If you cannot lift that leg, you are just going to go right here, okay? Nice flat back. That's move number one. Move number two, upper body, single side. I want you to get into a split stance. Bring that elbow up. We're working the tricep, kicking it back and releasing it. Notice this part of my arm is not moving. I am not coming all the way up to my shoulder. I'm going underneath my elbow. Slight pause out there. That's going to be a little heavy. I'm going to switch that one. Okay. Oops. All right, core move. I'm going to show you the one on the floor first, and then I'll show it to you standing. We're doing a hip dip. So we're going to come into a low plank. That's on your elbows. And we're going to dip side to side. Side. Now you can do this from your knees too, side to side. I'll probably start on my toes, but I have to go down to my knees. All right. If you are not going down to the floor, I want you to put some weight in your hands, and you're going to do a pulse and a pulse, side to side, right? Working those obliques. All right. Last move, I'm going to show it to you two different ways because there's a little hop to it if you don't want the hop. We're going to do a wide squat toe floor touch. So it's right here. I'm not here and then here. It's quick. Okay. If you don't want that hop, out and up, out and up. Again, quick. It's our cardio. It's 30 seconds. We only do this round 2 times. Woot, woot. All right. Grab your first weight. We have 15 seconds when I touch that timer. I'm going to grab a quick sip before we start. All right. One weight. Foot in front is the foot that you're hinging towards. So there's a slight rotation there. Lead with your chest, not with your shoulders, because that's what it does to your back. That's no good. We want a flat back. I love this move. All right. Create your triangle. Opposite hand, going to the opposite toe. Push the chest out. Lead with your chest in 2, 1. Hinge first, toes on the floor. Lift up the toe and then stand. Keep that toe back there in the triangle. Hinge, lift, stand until that toe touches the floor. Hinge, lift, stand. Woo! Hinge, lift, really putting all that weight in that one side. You can also be right here, still working really hard. Don't have to lift that back foot. We have 10 more seconds here. We got some balance working here. We're working that leg all the way up to the glutes. And oh yeah, rest. When you're lifting that other leg, you're working the glutes on the other side too. All right, tricep kickback. I'm going to start on this side. So this is the back leg. This is the arm that I'm using. Get it up here. Get it as parallel to the floor as you can. And kick back. Here we go. That snuck up on me quick. Keep the top part of your arm nice and still. I am not bringing that weight up to my shoulder. That would activate the bicep. We already worked the bicep. We want to work the tricep. The back of the arm, upper back, right? That's what we want, the upper back of the arm. Little squeeze right there. I like a little pause. Make sure you're on your hip, or your thigh, I mean, not your knee. On this stance over here. All right, we got 5 more seconds. Let's get 3 more in. Let's get 2 more in. And last one, time was out, but that's okay. All right, you are either coming down to the floor for your hip dips, or you are grabbing a weight for either side, and you're doing your side dips. All right, 2, 1, here we go. Side to side. Notice I'm keeping my upper body nice and still. My butt is not up in the air. We're not doing down dogs. We're doing a plank with a hip dip. You might need to adjust your feet. Make sure they're far enough apart that you can really go side to side. Now on the knees, it's right here. Same thing. We're just on the knees. It works the same way. Side to side, or you're standing, doing your dips. We got 3, 2, and 1. All right. Squat, pop, hop. Squat, pop, hop. Yeah, that's it. So wide squat, up and down, or it's a step up. Sinking down, stepping up, 2, 1. Here we go. Down, pop it. I like to reach for the floor. That way I know I'm getting nice and low. Quick in and out with the feet. Woo! Talk about spiking that heart rate. Here we go. Stay with me here. We're halfway. We got this. Believe me, I'm saying that for me as much as I'm saying it for you. I haven't done much cardio lately. 2, 1, and resting. Wow, okay. Ready for the best news ever? One more time. Only 2 times round 3. So think about which foot you were hinging towards, which weight you had the hand in, because you got to switch it around. We got to work the other side. All right. I'm going to turn this way actually. Okay, here we go. Put your triangle stance on. Chest leads. Lift the leg. Stand until that foot touches. Hinge. Lift. And stand. My balance is always not quite as good on this side. Hinge. Lift. And stand. Hinge. Lift. And stand. Slight bend in that stabilizing leg right here, right? Don't lock it out, but lead with the chest, nice flat back, raise, and rest. All right, tricep kick back. I did it this way before, I'm gonna go this way. All right, split stance. We're gonna put our weight on that front leg, bring that arm up, here we go, kick it back, and down. Again, control the weight. Don't let it swing, and don't rotate your body as you stretch. Wow, as you are straightening your arm. Keep your shoulders facing whatever's in front of your face. If it's me, hi there. If it's a wall, I have a mirror here. I was just talking to myself in the mirror. Out and let it come down. Good, let's get one more here. Good squeeze right there, and release. Down, all right. What are you doing? Hip dips, standing, or in plank position? Come on down with me if you're doing plank. Toes or knees are fine. 2, 1, here we go. Dip and dip. Nice straight alignment from your head all the way down to your heels. Side to side, side to side. Keep that going. Good, we're here for 10 more seconds. I'm doing my best to stay on my toes. I went to my knees the first round. 3, 2, 1. All right, wide squat hops. Here we go. Last 30 seconds of work. We're gonna pump through this. We got this. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Quick in and out. Remember your alternative is that you're stepping up, stepping out, but we're still moving quickly, right? This is your cardio burst. This is the last 15 seconds of the work. We still have our stretching, but this is it for the work. So give it all you got for your last 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, let's walk that off for a moment. Yowza. All right. Woo. Keep yourself moving a little bit. Towel off, get a drink. Don't sit down, don't stand still. Don't sit unless you have to. If you have to. If you're not feeling good, sit. Walk it off a little bit. Couple nice deep breaths. Let that heart rate come down. All right. How's it feeling? Felt great to me. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Let's get into our split stance. From there, we roll the hips forward, picking up the back heel, shoulder, hip, knee. Nice straight line. Hold it there. You want to feel that right here. Groin hip flexor area. Hold it. Get a good stretch there. Our muscles are warm now. That's when we do our static stretching. Couple nice deep breaths if that. Still trying to catch it. Push the heel to the floor, hinge forward. So when we did those in, out, or forward, back, in, and out, up on the balls of our feet, really use the calves on that one. So get a good stretch there. Good. Rock back on your front heel, heel down, toe up, hinge forward. Back of the legs, right? Hitting those hamstrings, which we just fired on those Romanian deadlifts. And single leg really makes you activate that side. All right, switch. Other foot forward. Pull the hips under. Feel that stretch right up here. Oh, that feels great. All right, push your heel to the floor, hinge forward. Nice flat back. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to sink ourselves back. Heel down, toe up. Hinge forward. Oh, feels so good. All right, feet stay out wide. Come on over to the side. Now I want you to really hinge forward. I want you to feel that in the inner thigh, keeping your head higher than your heart. Hang out there for a moment. And other side. Oh, it feels so good. Push those hands forward, flat back, straight legs, and then just let your hands. Just the one time I let you roll those shoulders, right? Just be ragdolls here. Toes out, hands up above your knee. Roll that shoulder forward, rotating the spine. Other side. Oh, yeah. And roll yourself up. Take a step in. Arms out nice and wide. Open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Push those hands forward, head down, separate your shoulder blades. One arm across your chest, pull it in, sink it down. And bring it across the other side, pull it in, sink it down. Reach up towards the ceiling, bend the elbow, give a little tug back if you can. Stretching those triceps that we worked in that last round. And other side. Hold it there. We're going to take a nice deep breath as we blast it up. Exhale it. Woo! That felt great. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So you did the hard work here. Now do the hard work in the kitchen. Make sure that you don't blow this workout by eating things you shouldn't eat. Honestly, you can eat whatever you want. Really focus on your portion control, right? So don't try to change everything at once, but work on that portion control. Don't put as much on your plate. I actually bought smaller plates and smaller bowls because when you fill something smaller, you're not eating as much, but you feel like, hey, I've got a full plate. So just little tips and tricks that you could use for something like that, because abs are made in the kitchen, not here doing this. Still do this. This is important. This is keeping everything working, right? Keeping all those joints working. But we also have to be mindful of what we're doing in the kitchen. All right. You know what I like to say? I'm here to help you be healthy before you need to be healthy. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye for now. All righty. Until next time.